One, the only Demar DeRozan. What's up, Demar?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
How was your summer?
Summer was good. It's always fast, but it was good. It
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
Now that you've been out here in Sacramento for a little bit of time, was Sacramento or is Sacramento as a city what you expected it to be? Any different? I know you had obviously traveled there, right, to play the Kings. But as far as living, was it what you expected? A little different in any way, shape, or form?
I think really realizing the diehard fan base was amazing for me. You kind of notice it last couple of years before I came. How intense they were. But, being part of it, that was the most surprising thing, how intense the fans were.
Yeah, talking to DeMar DeRozan. So I was talking to Malik Monk earlier and just how this a couple things have changed from this media day to last media day, and we spoke to you, or you had your exit presser, and after the last game, actually, it seemed like you were in real deep thought just about your career and everything that you've kind of been through up to this moment. Going into this season, what are you excited about as far as, I guess, some of the differences or just the clean slate, if you will, going into this season?
You said it. I'm more excited just for the clean slate. Us being able to know the things that work when Doug took over last thing and the things that didn't work, what we could add, how we could get better at things. And now just having a solid foundation of Doug's vision of how he wants us to be. I think I'm more excited for that, building off that, training camp, preseason, being able to clean up all the things we didn't get a chance to last year. We didn't have much practice time to change a whole different, oversight of a coach vision.
Yeah.
And having a trade middle of the season. It was just so much that was going on, and it's always difficult to maneuver through that, in this league. So having a clean slate is something I'm definitely excited about.
I've watched a couple of your interviews where you talked about your time with Zach LaVine and having Lonzo out there in Chicago. Adding a guy like Dennis Schroeder to the mix, how do you think that's going to help the team, and still having playmakers like Malik and others, and you can handle the ball, Zach can handle the ball, but specifically with Dennis Schroeder, there was so much talked about this season honestly the end of last season about the point guard position. How do you think Dennis Schroeder is going to help the team in areas where maybe after that trade things got a little out of whack?
Dennis has been one of the most competitive guards in our league. Back when he played for the Hawks, and everywhere he went, he's impacted the team in a positive way with his toughness, his competitive level, his IQ of the game, his ability to win big games. He don't shy away from big moments, big shots.
Yeah.
Played with some of the greatest players in his game. Even seeing him lead his country to a medal,
right? Him
getting MVP. That speaks volumes of what type of player and point guard he is that, we are inheriting, into our brotherhood to start this journey, and that says a lot.
How much time? I saw a couple videos of you working out, and I know the young guys were doing the Rico Hines run. How much time did you spend with the team or players from the team working out, playing pickup, anything like that?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot more than, people probably would expect. We was together, got a chance to play, over the last couple of weeks, being here and, Sac, being here with guys working out in the gym. So we definitely spent some time together for sure.
Yeah. Talking to DeMar DeRozan. DeMar, I've been asking a lot of the players about this. It feels like lately there has been I guess more of a focus on, hey, you guys got to find your role. You got to find your lane, right? I saw Draymond's talking about it. I saw Coach Bobby Jackson talking about it, and how everything has been lining up these days, or it seems like the last couple years, where it's you got your star, you got maybe your big man and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
We want that kind of 3-and-D or find whatever your role is. Does it feel like the league is moving into more of a specialized type of league at all?
Yeah. I mean, that's just the league. You know, since I've been in the league, it changed over so many different times. And the ones that could adapt and adjust to it in real time are the successful ones.
Yeah.
You know, and whatever is called for, whatever we could address and kind of establish right away and get guys to buy into what we think would be successful, those are the teams that win games.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's just part of the league.
Yeah.
Another 5 years, pretty sure is going to be another shift of dynamic that come about that teams and organizations are going to have to, you know, kind of figure out. So, you know, it is what it is when it comes to the game, but that's the beauty of it. The ones that can adjust to it quicker is the ones that become successful.
Yeah, talking to Demar DeRozan. Now, I know there's way too many outlets these days where they got lists for everything, they got rankings for everything, and you can go ahead and ignore that. I probably would do the same thing if I were you. I personally cannot because I'm talking about the Sacramento Kings 4 hours a day. Do you feel like, based on what you maybe have seen, do you feel like as a group, because the West is so loaded, do you feel like this group of Kings players is maybe a little underrated?
For me, I look at all these guys like we got more than enough to do whatever it is we need to do. You know, you look at a team like Indiana. You pick Indiana to go to finals last year?
I did not have them.
Nobody probably did. But it's the ones that believe and put in the work and understand and come together as a team that make things happen. You know, and that's a percentage of it. Then you got to have a percentage of, you know, luck when it comes to health. You know, so much stuff throughout a NBA season that could happen, that could change, that could shift the dynamic of our lead. And the ones that be completely ready and be the most consistent in the long run is the ones that make it. You know, so with the list, it's all you know, we live in an opinionated world.
Right.
You know, where just because somebody put their opinion out there don't make it right.
Right.
You know, and you can't be the one who get lost in it. You just got to, if anything, use it as motivation. And for me, I hate them, but I also use it as motivation because it's needed. You know, but it's all BS to me. So.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. Scott Perry, he takes over as the GM, like we said, part of a lot of wholesale changes that happened after this season. Have you gotten to talk to, I'm sure you talked to Scott a little bit, maybe more than a little bit. What are your feelings on what Scott's vision is and what Doug's vision is and how all that aligns with what you're trying to do?
Yeah, they was black and white with their vision, their view, their understanding what they want to be, what they want us to be every single day. And can't do nothing but respect it because it's from a standpoint of we all want to win, and this is what it takes to win. So if everybody want to do whatever it takes to win, these are things that we got to follow, and everybody's on board. You know, and that's the beauty of just having everybody on one page. You know, like I said, we went through so much stuff last year where it was so many pages being flipped to.
Right.
Now we understand this the page right here. We all get on this. This is what it is, and let's go. Let's go to work.
Talking to Demar DeRozan. Demar, before we get you out of here, I know on you had a YouTube series, Dinners with Demar, okay? And I'm a big foodie too. Have you found any good spots out in Sacramento that's, hey, Allen, when I need something, this is where I'm at? Yeah,
I might hopefully in the next week or two, I'm gonna have a couple spots because I'm gonna start back shooting a couple episodes.
Oh,
and I'm gonna start doing restaurants in Sac. So
look, man, you need a running buddy. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good with you.
All right.
Okay, keep that in mind. Demar DeRozan, thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate it. Good luck this season and moving forward in your career. We really love having you out here in Sacramento.
Man, appreciate you. Thank you.
Great stuff from Demar DeRozan. So look.